A warm welcome to all. Today we are going to see about protection schemes continuation. Topics covered in this session are nature and causes of faults, types of faults, essential qualities of protection. First one, qualitative review of faults and fault currents. A fault is said to occur on a power system when the defect in electrical circuit of a power system deviates the current path from its intended path. When a fault occurs on the system, the voltages of the three phases becomes unbalanced. The fault currents are very large in magnitude, which may damage the apparatus. Nature and causes of faults. There are number of causes for the occurrence of a fault in the power system. Insulation failure, conducting path failure, over voltages due to lightning or switching surges, puncturing or breaking of insulators, failuring of conducting path due to broken conductors, failure of solid insulation due to aging, heat, moisture, over voltage, accidental contact with earth or earth screens, flashover voltages, etc. Faults in power system. The faults are classified as symmetrical faults and unsymmetrical faults. Symmetrical fault. The symmetrical fault occurs when all the three conductors of a three-phase line are brought together simultaneously into a short circuit. This gives rise to heavy fault current in all the lines. Second one, unsymmetrical fault. A fault in a power system which gives unsymmetrical currents in the three lines with unequal displacements is called unsymmetrical fault. This is the diagram for symmetrical fault. The two types are three-phase fault, three-phase to earth fault. It is also called line-to-line-to-line fault. These faults are most severe in nature. These faults rarely occur in practice. Unsymmetrical fault. First one, phase-to-phase fault. In this fault, there is short circuit between any two phases. Second one, two-phase to earth fault. In this fault, there is short circuit between any two phases and the earth. Third one, single phase to earth fault. In this fault, there occurs a short circuit between one of the phases and the earth. And next is open circuit fault. In this fault, there is open circuit in the lines due to breaking of lines due to accidents. This fault causes unbalanced currents to flow in the system. The types are single phase open circuit, two phase open circuit and three phase open circuit. This is the diagram for fault types. First one, three phase fault. Second one, line to line fault. Third one, line to ground fault. Fourth one, two lines to ground fault. Here, types of faults and percentage of occurrence is given. First one, single line to ground fault. Percentage of occurrence is 85. Second one, line to line fault. Percentage is 8. Third one, double line to ground fault. Percentage of occurrence is 5. Fourth one, three line fault. Percentage is 2 or less. And next is the fault occurs in the equipment and percentage of fault is given. And also causes of fault for each equipment is given. First one, overhead lines. Percentage of fault is 50. The causes are lightning stroke, earthquake, icing, birds, tree branches, kite strings, internal over voltages. Second one, underground cable. The percentage of fault is 9. The causes are damage due to digging, insulation failure due to temperature rise, failure of joints. Third one, alternator. The percentage is 7. The causes are stator and rotor faults. Fourth one, transformer. Percentage of fault is 10. The causes are insulation failure, faults in tap changer, overloading. Fifth one, current transformer and potential transformer. The percentage of fault is 12. The causes are over voltage, insulation failure, break of conductors, wrong connections. And sixth one, switch gear. The percentage is 12. The causes are insulation failure, leakage of air, oil, gas, mechanical defect and lack of maintenance. Fault minimization. improving the quality of machines, adequate and reliable protection system control, regular maintenance, effective management. And next is merits of fast fault clearing. Helps to avoid permanent damage to equipment, reduces the chances of risk like fire hazards, maintains the continuity of the power supply, brings back the power system to the normal state. And next topic is essential qualities of protection or requirements of protective system. A protective relaying scheme should have certain important qualities such as reliability, selectivity, sensitivity, speed, simplicity. Reliability. A protective relaying should be reliable in its basic quality. It indicates the ability of the relay system to operate under the predetermined conditions. The reliability is based on the design, which is based on the long experience. It is achieved by factors like simplicity, robustness, good contact material, careful maintenance, etc. Second one, sensitivity. The protective system should be sufficiently sensitive so that it can operate reliably when required. The sensitivity of the system is the ability of the relay system to operate with low value of actuating quantity. Selectivity. The selectivity is the ability of the protective system to identify the faulty part correctly and to disconnect that part without affecting the rest of the healthy part of the system. The discrimination quality of the protective system is the ability to distinguish between normal condition and abnormal condition, and also between abnormal condition within protective zone and elsewhere. Next one, speed. A protective system must disconnect the faulty system as fast as possible. If the faulty system is not disconnected for a long time, then the devices carrying fault currents may get damaged. The failure leads to the reduction in system voltage. If fault persists for a long time, then subsequently other faults may get generated. Thank you.